Hey, what's up,
All right.
everyone? So today we have Hal Jordan Rebirth versus Chaos War Hercules 616. The cap is going to be Universal Plus for AP. The speed cap is immeasurable. And what do you want to do about hacks? What do you say about hacks?
Yeah, we could just equal hacks.
All right, and then equal hacks. So you want to start off with your AP argument for Hal
Yeah,
and why he's like
sure.
Uni
I'll
Plus?
start off with my Uni Plus arguments, and I'll ping you at the scan zone. All right. So Hal Jordan has fought Superman before, and we've seen Superman's fight with Golden Age Superman. They're gonna like destroy each other's universes, and Superman has also fought Monarch, and when Monarch fought Captain Atom. They were bending time and space, and the universe also exploded. And I'll get you that. I'll post my first set of scans. Superman has also fought against Nebula Man, who's pretty much a living universe himself. I'll get you that as well.
Okay. Is this all your scans right here?
No, I'm getting more.
All right.
All right, and the reason why I mentioned Monarch's fight with Captain Atom is because we've seen like Captain Atom create a universe before, and Superman also fought against Nebula Man, who's a living universe. And Monarch even said that his quantum powers are like pretty much like equivalent to the power of the Big Bang. And Superman has also like been able to like hold together a universe for like several years before from it like collapsing. Like he held the universe together for several years before like it exploded basically.
Okay.
And one thing I'd also like to mention is that universes in DC have like an infinite space-time continuum, and I'll get you that as well. I posted the skins.
All right. So ultimately, this is all to prove that how Jordan can scale to somebody or certain characters who have the attack power to like, or destructive capability to destroy an infinitely large universal space time. Right.
Yup.
All right. Sure. Yeah, I'll accept that.
All right. You wanna give your stuff for Uni Plus?
Yeah. So starting
All
off,
right.
like Hercules, even like in base, has demonstrated universal plus feats, and he has his own direct feat as well as scaling to other characters with their own feats. So for starters, his direct feat is being able to casually, heavily affect and hold up an entire infinitely large universal space-time continuum, like with no effort. And here's that first scan. And he's also fought Thor on multiple occasions and has even outmuscled him on more than one occasion as well. And this is the same Thor who, during his battle with another Thor, generated energy comparable, if not greater, than the Big Bang itself. And the same Thor who was also capable of shaking the underworld to its farthest foundations of the realm. And we know this is also connected to the world tree, which are all complex universal size space time. So I'll start getting the scans for him fighting Thor. And also the scan of the universe as being infinitely large as well
All right. Yeah.
and complex. Yeah.
I'm just reading through these right now.
And right here, it literally references the universe as being infinite as he's pulling, Odin's literally pulling planets across infinity itself. And I also get like the other scan of the world tree, realms being connected to it, being their own complex universes. All of this demonstrates Hercules has consistently shown but he's on a universal plus scale and can affect and deal with large universal spacetimes.
All right, yeah. So, like, do you agree that like we're pretty much like equal in AP from like what you've shown?
Well, I would like to add on, like for one, for now, I would say we're around equal, yeah. But if I need to argue higher, then I will do so. I'll just say that. But do you
All
accept this
right, yeah,
argument?
yeah. I'll grant this.
All right. So you want to go on to your speed?
Yeah, sure. All right, here, let me just look through my scans here because I have a lot of speed feats here. All right, all right. So for starters, Hal Jordan was able to keep up with Parallax Flash, which was a flash that was amped by Parallax because Parallax had control over Barry while adding like his own power to him. And I'll get you that stuff first,
All right.
and
Sure.
I'll go over like why the Flash would scale to measurable.
All right.
So we've pretty much even seen that like even like base Flash could like chase Professor Zoom in the past, and I'll get you that. Oh, sorry, not the past, the future. Yeah, sorry, I meant to say like he could like chase Professor Zoom into like the future with his speed. I'm just getting more speed feats.
All right. No problem. All right. Is this all, or you have more? You said.
Yeah, I said I was getting more.
All right.
Yeah. All right. More skins now. So pretty much, we've seen the Flash pretty much like shown to be like faster than Superman. Like in their fight, he was pretty much like dodging every like one of his attacks, and Superman has even like shown his own blatant speed feats.
All right.
And I got two more.
So this is a question, but are you trying to argue above baseline right now, or just baseline for? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I'm arguing like layers into immeasurable.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting some more. And we've seen Superman casually tag Professor Zoom, and we've seen that like Professor Zoom has been able to run to the 25th century.
So, question: how many layers are you trying to argue here exactly altogether?
All right. Yeah, let me just count the layers. So, all right. So, it's about 5 to 6 layers. So pretty much, Base Flash has been able to like chase Professor Zoom to like the past, and he's also shown that like he can like shown to be faster than Superman, and Superman like has his own immeasurable speed feats. So and like Professor Zoom has gotten tagged by Superman before, so that's one, two, three. So yeah, about 5 layers, because I would argue like that like the parallax amp would like bare minimum give him like one extra layer, and like how like scales above that. So yeah, about like 6 layers.
All right. I'll accept that. That's cool.
All right.
So I can go on to mine now.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, like I mentioned with Herc and Thor earlier, right, for AP, obviously those scans demonstrate that he's not only, dishing it out with him, trading blows physically, he's also reacting to his attacks, keeping up with him in combat pretty casually. So, what I'm getting at is Thor, he's consistently shown that he can keep up with Silver Surfer and even blitz him as well, move faster than Surfer as well. And this is the same Surfer who, on several occasions, has shown that he can time travel thanks to his raw speed. And I'll be posting scans for that as well. So, and we've also seen Thor on more than one occasion himself, even showcase immeasurable speed feats, as well as, like I just mentioned, being able to blitz somebody else who also has showcased their own immeasurable speed feats. And this is all just like base Hercules keeping up with this same Thor. But yeah, pretty blatant immeasurable speed feats.
All right, so before like I start reading like these scans, how many like layers exactly are you trying to argue?
Well, first, I just want to see if you accept the argument first before I get into
All
that.
right, all right, I'll look through this.
All right. And obviously, I showcased Thor and Herc keeping up pretty casually. Hercules doesn't get blitzed, but this is the same Thor who can keep up with Surfer and blitz Surfer. And Thor himself, as I shown at the bottom here, has demonstrated immeasurable speed on more than one occasion. So it is very consistent. Yeah, like he's literally blitzing Surfer with his hammer and close quarters combat, and yet Hercules can react to these same movements.
All right, I'll accept these scans you've provided. Yeah, pretty blatant immeasurable speed feats. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is all right. So for base Hercules, it's him already being immeasurable. Now to answer your other question, for Chaos War Hercules, I'm going to be arguing he's infinite sets of infinities above baseline immeasurable.
All right. Well, how exactly?
Well, that's pretty simple because Chaos War Hercules went from being like baseline 40 immeasurable speed, and he went all the way up to high hyperversal levels of speed immeasurably. That's literally infinite sets of infinities of a boost. And this is actually supported because he also kept up with the Chaos King, who is above multi eternity. Multi eternity itself, himself, is also infinite ladders of infinities above baseline fourth dimensional character. I could post you the scans too. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
You mean post those scans?
Yeah.
All right. So first, I'm going to drop scans of him literally keeping up with Chaos King. I'll drop how Chaos King is easily comparable to Eternity, but actually superior, as he literally predates the concept of Eternity. He literally predates the entire multiverse itself. But yeah, I'll get you all that. All right. So that demonstrates him literally keeping up and even being able to like blitz him in close quarters combat. And the next scans I'm posting are literally proof that Chaos King himself is on the same type of level and actually superior to multi eternity. The same being whose infinite sets of infinities, aka high hyperversal, compared to these baseline fourth dimensional characters like Base Thor, Surfer, and them. And Eternity himself didn't even want to fight Chaos King, also backing up Chaos Kings above him, because it wouldn't have made a difference. So here we have Hercules essentially being the only dude able to actually keep up with Chaos King. Not even a multiversal abstract entity whose infinite sets of infinities above baseline 4D feels the need, feels like he can even go up against speed or anything.
Well, one thing I'd like to ask is why exactly would this like grant infinite sets of infinities into immeasurable speed?
Well, for one, right, I've already showcased how like baseline 40 characters already showcase baseline like immeasurable 4D speed. And these abstract entities are quite literally that many infinite ladders of infinities above them, like infinite higher dimensions above that in terms of everything. So why wouldn't it equate? Because then when you're also like 4D, that also grants immeasurable speed as well. So it's like the higher you go up, the more you just add on. Because you're literally you're far beyond the flow of linear time at that point, infinite sets of infinities beyond. And I've also explained how he's keeping up with multi-eternity, who's also infinite ladders of infinities above these baseline 4D characters. And not even multi-eternity feels the need or even feels capable of going up against the Chaos King. He won't even he can't do anything. So I would just say simply due to the fact there's nothing contradicting it and preponderance of evidence leaning towards, yeah, this is the case. And I've also explained and showcased feats. And not only does multi-eternity embody all these concepts, time, he actually embodies multi-eternity embodies every level of existence on infinite higher dimensions, all those concepts. And yet again, back this up even more, we have Hercules fighting a dude who predates all these actual concepts themselves. So that would even more back it up.
Well, why exactly? Like, yeah, this
Well,
does
like I
like
said,
grant. What were you gonna say?
well, I already explained why it does.
Because like you still like could like have like higher levels of like AP than someone, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're faster than you.
Well, what do you have to suggest that right here?
Like kind of like an analogy.
Well, I mean, you'd have I'm just asking, right? Are you saying that that could be the case here, or are you trying to point out? Are you trying to say there's like something that contradicts it, or what are you trying to say exactly? Just like I'm trying to figure it out because I have explained thoroughly and even like described and went into detail on why this is the case. And like you're like once you already are a fourth dimensional being, you inherently like that gives you immeasurable speed. So once like, and I also explained how multi-eternity himself is quite literally hyperversal to that of a fourth dimensional being like Surfer, like infinite sets of infinities above him. And Hercules is fighting
Oh,
a
okay.
being. Yeah, and Hercules is fighting a being who predates that actual concept of like the
All right,
Chaos
yeah,
King.
yeah. Yeah, I get it now, yeah. Shit, man.
So yeah, I would say Chaos work specifically with that infinite sets of infinities above baseline and measurable.
All right, I'll see if I got something for this.
Would you accept it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I got nothing for this, really.
All right. Well, I mean, you want to go on to like your first win con or hacks argument?
No, I'm gonna get blitzed.
Uh, so
Yeah, I
what
got
do you want to do
nothing
from
for
here?
this.
I mean, you could
Yeah,
leave it to the judges.
I'll just concede, really.
All right. All right then. Well, I guess debate.
Yeah, well, blitzed. Freaking couldn't combat against infinite sets of infinities of immeasurable speed.
Hey, Slick.